Wasn't expected to give you guys a twofer today, but I got some news and notes, some updates on injuries, and I'm going to live react. Well, not live because this is recorded, but I'm going to react to Mike McDaniel mic'd up. So let's jump into this. What is up, Finn fans? Yeah, wasn't expecting. We got some good news on the injury front, and then we got some bad news on the injury front, and then Mike McDaniel had a presser, and then I want to react to his mic'd up. So let's jump into it. But real quick before we jump into it, I do have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is Clean the World. I've talked about Clean the World so much. Sean Seipler, you saw him in the vlog. Outstanding human being doing fantastic things for people in need with Clean the World. You think, when you hear about it, you think, oh, it's just repurposing soap. No, he has shower stations that he goes out to people in need in third world countries, natural disasters, the homeless. He does put the kits together. You guys can put kits together. You guys also can get some of the merch that also goes to all the help that he does. Go check it out, cleantheworld.org. Link is in the description. So let's jump into this Mamma Jam and talk about some things. So first and foremost, a little bit of that. Dolphins cornerback Jalen Ramsey will return to practice today, per source. Opening 21-day window to return off of injured reserve. Ramsey will be eased back into action. He won't play Sunday, but back on field with a new cut. He posted this AM. He posted a picture. He kind of chopped his hair off. Less than 3 months after his meniscus surgery. So the Dolphins have 3 weeks from today to decide if they're going to take him off of IR or not. If they don't take him off of IR in the 3 weeks, he is on IR for the rest of the season and done for the year. So in 3 weeks, the Dolphins will be facing the Chiefs. So is there a possibility he faces the Chiefs? I don't know. I'll go more into that detail about the importance of the Eagles game versus the Chiefs game later on, because there's some other injury news and notes we have to talk about. But he will come off of IR probably after the Patriots game, but we might not see him versus the Chiefs. We'll see him against the Raiders. And, I've been telling you guys from jump, a lot of people were like, oh, December, we're not going to see him until December. What is the point? Yada, yada. And I was like, nah, I think he's coming back after the bye, especially during training camp when he was standing there with the sleeve on his knee and bouncing on the bad knee and everything. I was like, he's coming back after the bye. So he'll definitely play the Raiders game. But the Chiefs game, we'll see. We'll see how that all pans out. I wouldn't push it. I would not push it. Some other news. The Miami Dolphins have restructured. Let me change this, make it more aesthetically pleasing. Hold on. The Miami Dolphins have restructured Sanders' cap hit. So it was contract. It went from a 3.7 to a 2.4, essentially saving $1.33 million in cap space. It's not much. The cap now is 3.5 in cap space. It was like 2 something. It's not much, but I think the Dolphins, what they're doing now is, because again, the trade deadline is Halloween, which is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from yesterday. So on the 26th, next Thursday, I have a trade deadline video plan for you guys. Who I target, who's available, yada yada, blah blah blah. So I'm waiting till next Thursday because things could change. More people can become available or not available. Rumors. But I think this is starting the process of the Dolphins kind of looking at who on the roster is making fat cash that doesn't deserve it, and kind of being like, hey, we'll change that to a signing bonus, yada yada, creating cap space so they can make the moves, potentially bringing in a big nose tackle to take on 2 blocks, bringing in a veteran 3-down inside linebacker, potentially bringing in another corner, depending on what's going on with X, which I'll talk to you guys in a second about. There's a lot of things that can coincide, and like I said, I'm going to talk about it next week. So the other thing that came out today at Mike McDaniel's presser was the injuries. And some of these scare me. Now, it is Wednesday, so a lot can change from today till Friday when their practice is over. Because right now, they're kind of resting them. So, some people might still be, feeling it and need a day or two. And then they're like, fine, for Friday's practice, get ready for Saturday. They could play Sunday night, which is, again, more time to kind of rest, rehab, and then go on the field pregame and see if you can go. But I'm going to list off the names that were in our practice today. You got Kendall Lamb and Connor Williams. Those two scare me because those are now, it's not our starting left tackle, but, he's been playing most of the snaps at left tackle and our starting center still. You're facing a very good defensive line in the Philadelphia Eagles. X wasn't out there. Ingold wasn't out there. Brooks wasn't out there either, but I think he's going to IR. But the fact that Lamb, Williams, X, and Ingold weren't out there, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to overreact, but let's see how Friday goes. Let's see how Friday looks, right? So, again, don't freak out. Don't overreact. I'm just giving you guys an update on that. So, more updates here. This is from Cameron Wolf again. He says, let me make that bigger so you can read it. You're probably like, Doug, I can't read it. What is that? A tweet for ants? Given positive injury updates from Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel, Miami's on track to get 3 of its best players back. Jalen Ramsey, Teron Armstead, and Devon Achane all before Thanksgiving. Huge return coming in weeks ahead for the 5-1 Dolphins. So, this is what I wanted to talk about before we get into Mike McDaniel stuff. The Miami Dolphins right now are 5-1. Say God forbid they do lose to the Eagles and the Chiefs, right? God forbid. They would be going into the bye 6-3, which isn't bad, right? Then you get Teron Armstead, you get Jalen Ramsey, and you get Devon Achane back for a great stretch where we need them. Because that last 3 games against the Cowboys, Ravens, and Buffalo is going to be hard. Then you got the 2 against the Jets, which has a very good defense. You got the Washington Commanders, the Tennessee Titans, and the Raiders. Those are 3 wins, right? So at minimum, if we win 1 game, at minimum, I see us going 9. I think we split with the Jets, so at minimum, we get 10 wins. But having those guys back are huge. We essentially become a healthy team again. We got our starting left tackle. We'll probably have Connor Williams back. That bye week, at the point that we have it, is going to be absolutely huge to get our guys healthy back and then go on a tear when we need it for the playoffs. So that being said, though, I will say this. This Philadelphia Eagles game, and I'm going to go more into detail on it on Friday, but this Philadelphia Eagles game is important in the aspect of shutting a lot of people out. The Dolphins can't beat teams with winning records. The Dolphins can't beat good teams, right? To me, that is the most important thing that I look at going into this Eagles game, is shutting people up. If we lose and the Bills beat the Patriots, the Bills take first place over, then the Bills, we got to listen to them. We got to listen to the media being like, hey, I don't know, they can't beat the good teams, blah, 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 blah. That's the negative of it. The positive of it is an NFC team. If I had to choose between the Eagles game and the Chiefs game, which one I need to win and want to win, it's that Chiefs game, because it's an AFC team. And say we do go on a tear, say we get all our healthy players back, and the Dolphins defense wakes up because we have Jalen Ramsey with Xavier Howard and all this stuff, and also we go on a tear and we lose like minimum 2 games come the end of the year in that second-hand stretch. I want to beat the Chiefs, because then it's a situation where we could be fighting for the Chiefs for a spot in the playoffs. So to me, if I had to choose between the Eagles and the Chiefs, I want the Chiefs. Obviously, I want to beat them both. I want to go into the bye being 9-8-1. I'm like 8-1. And then, like I said, 2 losses, we end the season 14-3 and possibly the number 1 seed. Like, that's a thing of beauty. But realistically, if I had to choose, because again, we're banged up, and I'm telling you right now, the Chiefs game is more important than the Eagles game. The Eagles game is about pride and bragging rights. The Chiefs game is about playoff standings. It's about the future. It's about, what we're doing in the playoffs. So we'll see how it pans out. But again, I'm not going to overreact having Lamb, Williams, X, Ingold not practicing today. It is Wednesday. Let them rest. See how they do the next 2 days. But I wanted to tell you guys that and kind of give you guys a perspective. Comment below. Again, I want to win the rest of the games. I want to have 1 loss on the season. That would be a dream. Realistically, no. I want to beat the Eagles. I think we can beat the Eagles. It depends on the injuries, but I do think we could beat the Eagles. But if, again, asking you, if you want to comment below, if you had to choose between which team you beat, the Eagles or the Chiefs, which one do you choose, right? Again, you just got to deal with crap talking for another week or so until we beat the Chiefs. Comment below. Let me know. So let's go to the other things. Let's go to Mike McDaniels' quote. So Mike McDaniels asked what he says to think. Mike McDaniel is asked what he says to people who think any quarterback can play on this team and have similar success as Tua Tagovailoa. And we've heard that ad nauseum. Tua's a system quarterback. The only reason Tua is doing well is because of the system. Heard of her. It's because of the weapons. Heard of her. Yada, yada, yada. You know what Mike McDaniel's response was? And I kid you not. I'll pop it up so you can read it. He says, who the F cares? We're a team and we're working together. He also said that hearing that question makes him want to push the podium over. But I love that response because who cares, right? And this is the way I see it. And I've told you guys time and time again. To me, it's a trifecta, right? The system, a.k.a. Mike McDaniel, Tua, and the weapons all work. You take one piece of that out and it crumbles. That's the way I see this team. That's how any team works. You look at the Bengals. They lose Jamar Chase, it's going to affect them. You look at the Bills, they lose Stephon Diggs, it's going to affect them. They lose Josh Allen, it's going to affect them. We've seen that not every quarterback can be successful in the system. The reason the system, which is a very good system, is successful is because they have the right quarterback running the system. Trey Lance couldn't run this system. Teddy Bridgewater couldn't run this system. Skylar Thompson could have run the system. Hell, Mike White threw a dumb pick 6 in the system. It was a couple plays, but still. Got to give credit to all three aspects. The system is run so well because of Tua, but Tua is also in a system made for him. And the weapons work because of Tua, but Tua is putting up the numbers because of the weapons. It all works. So can we stop being like, oh, listen, because I have to pay him, and just say this offense is good because of the continuity of it all. Jesus. So now I'm going to scooty booty over and we're going to listen and react to Mike McDaniel's mic'd up. I've seen like one little aspect of it where he says LOL. Other than that, I haven't seen this yet. So it's a 3-minute and 30-second video. Go if you want to see it without me stopping and talking over it. It's on the Miami Dolphins YouTube channel.
Oh, go Jacket!
Have a great day, Coach.
Zach
Hey,
Thomas,
I got my
baby.
spelling sort out. I'm ready to go. I got my spelling sort out.
If only we could have Zach back out there.
We are?
Frank Sterling, good to see you. Jim Mello, Coach McDaniel. How are
Awesome,
you?
guys.
Yeah.
Those are nice, strong handshakes with eye contact. I appreciate that. Thank you for showing me the respect and regard. I'll do the same. Hey, what do you guys got in that bag?
Just... Oh my God! I want to meet him. I would think I'd have a great conversation with him.
Okay, cool.
The flip of the coin.
He was a ball boy for the Denver Broncos, for some that didn't know that. So he knows what's in that bag. He was just messing with the ball boy. And Zach out for the coin toss.
Miami has won, and they have deferred. They'll take the second half kickoff.
Okay. Defense up.
He tries to go by the 30, and they're shy of the first. It's 4th down, and here comes their punting.
What'd I say? What'd I say? Good 3 now. Let's go.
It's Mostert. Blocked by Smythe. Touchdown, Miami. Mostert. And the Fins are on the board.
That away. That way to lead, Captain.
Tua getting away from the defender. Fires. Touchdown. Jalen.
What a throw under pressure. Again, this is the play where I was like, oh, he's throwing to Tyreek. Wait a second. Great throw.
Waddle.
Caller. Hey.
That's got to hurt
Yeah,
his
for you,
hand.
8-9. Liam Eichenberg's big touchdown block. Okay? Hey, big touchdown block. Big touchdown block. What up, man?
See, and that's the one aspect I like about Mike McDaniel is he it's something small, right? I didn't even notice a big block from Liam Eichenberg in that situation. I think it was the 3rd touchdown we got. I didn't even see it, but he noticed it. So he made a point to go over to Liam and kind of like, I see you. I see what you're doing.
Gotcha. Yo. Hey, sir. Wait for it. Timeout.
I got you. Hey, sir. A timeout. Just so quiet.
Yo! Hey! No! You just spotted it right here! Dude, I almost wore that vest today.
Harvey with the block in the other side. It's in the hands of Chark, and he is grabbed by Howard.
Big time X Factor.
Where that
And the
text
block,
today?
he's got him! He's got Hill! And they've got a touchdown! Oh, he smoked him!
You're taking the Canton, taking the Canton.
Yeah, reaching. Yeah, you ain't gonna catch him reaching like that.
Coach, we held you up last time because I wasn't in position to work.
Whoa. Whoa. Are we trying to have personal accountability right now? I love it.
No, I wasn't in position
Yeah,
because we had
it's all
pinched
good.
because of the spot.
Yeah,
And
100%.
That's why I kind of held it and didn't let him go too quick.
Got
I
it.
didn't-
Makes
no
sense.
subs, just
Hey.
so you know why we did it.
Hey, that's why you guys are great.
He's got time. Now they come. Now he
What did he
spins.
say, Mike?
He ducks and down he goes. Sealer got him. Another sack.
That's a covered sack.
Yep.
That's called a covered sack. That's a covered sack.
And again, see what he did there? The sack, we all focused on the pass rusher, Sealer, and Chubb got in there. We focused on the quarterback getting sacked. What does he do? Of course, that's fantastic. But he lets that secondary know that's a coverage sack. It's because of you guys that sack happened, which it was.
For the first time since 2002, begin the season at 5-1. Final score: Miami Dolphins 42 and the Carolina Panthers 21.
All right, best of luck to you the rest of the way, man.
Great job, man. Hang in there. You got a good one. Ow! Ow!
Love it. Absolutely love it. So far, so good. Again, it's not so far so good. This guy's record as a Dolphins head coach just, and I like his attitude. I like that, he keeps it uplifting and it's not like dread and, oh God, look at this. I bet you even on the sideline against the Bills, it wasn't like, oh, what are we going to do here? And we need to figure it out. I love that he said to the guy, I was going to wear that today. I was going to wear that vest today. Oh, God. But comment below. Let me know what you think about the video, about Ramsey coming back, about the Sanders restructuring, about the injuries, McDaniel quote, and the mic'd up. Comment below. I will see you guys on Friday. We're going to preview the Dolphins-Eagles game, go more into detail about my little spiel about how important it is, but also the Chiefs game is more important. Got a lot planned for that preview, and then Sunday Night Football. I will see you guys live, 8 o'clock. Going to watch that game together. But like usual, stay classy. FN's up.